have the Senior Deputy Registrar General Administration leading members of congregation who are not members of Senate or Council. In the 4th division, we have the Senior Deputy Registrar, Students Admission and Affiliated Institutions, leading the Deputy Registrar, Exams Records and ADPU, members of Senate, Directors of Institutes, Registrars of Affiliated Institutions, Deans of Faculties, and other Deans. In the 5th division, we have the Deputy Registrar Council leading the University Orator, the Provost of the Postgraduate College, the Provost College of Medicine, the University Librarian, the Bursar, and members of the University Government Council who are robed. The 6th division is being led by the Registrar and is leading the Deputy Vice Chancellor Research, Innovation and Strategic Partnerships, the Deputy Vice Chancellor Academic, and the Deputy Vice Chancellor Administration. And in the 7th division, we have the Mace Bearer leading the Vice Chancellor. Remain standing for the national. Please take your seats.
Chancellor, the University of Ibadan Act 1962, as amended, empowers the university to grant degrees and diplomas and certificates and other distinctions, as well as to award medals, prizes, and other titles. It also provides, in accordance with Section 3.1 of the said Act, that the Chancellor shall preside at all meetings of congregation held for the purpose of conferring degrees. It also provides that in the absence of the Chancellor, the Vice Chancellor shall preside over convocation. I therefore humbly invite the Vice Chancellor to constitute this assembly as a congregation held for the purpose of conferring degrees and for presenting special prizes and medals.
I hereby constitute this assembly as a congregation of the University of Ibadan for the purpose of conferring degrees and for presenting special prizes and awards.
I now invite the Vice Chancellor to present his graduation address.
Deputy Vice Chancellor Administration, Deputy Vice Chancellor Academic, Deputy Vice Chancellor Research, Innovation and Strategic Partnerships, Registrar, the Bursar, University Librarian, Provost of the College of Medicine, Provost of the Postgraduate College, Deans of Faculties and of Students, Directors of Institutes and Centers, Heads of Departments, Members of the Governing Council of this university, Members of Senate, Members of Congregation, the President and the Executives of the Student Union, Members of the Student Representative Council, our honored graduates, proud parents and guardians, gentlemen of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. It is with a heart that is full of immense pride and joy that I welcome you all to the University of Ibadan, the Nigeria's premier university, the first and the best, and a beacon of academic excellence. On this momentous occasion of the second day of our 77th Convocation and Foundation Day ceremonies. We give thanks to Almighty God, whose grace has preserved us to witness yet another milestone in our collective journey towards greatness. Today, we celebrate not just achievements, we celebrate the enduring spirit of resilience, of scholarship and purpose that defines this university. May I therefore take this opportunity to warmly welcome our guests and well-wishers to this great occasion, and to congratulate especially the proud parents and guardians who have come to share the joy of the day, and their children and their worlds. I also, in the same vein, welcome specifically all our academic and non-academic staff that God has used to nurture our graduates while they are on campus. This year's convocation has a total of 5,900 graduates from all the faculties, including Distance Learning Center and our affiliated institutions. Today, we gather not just to celebrate the culmination of years of rigorous intellectual endeavor, but to witness a formal admission of new cohort of thinkers, innovators, and leaders into the global community of graduates. We are particularly gathered here to honor the brilliant minds from the Faculty of the Social Sciences, Veterinary Medicine, Technology, Law, Economics and Management Sciences, and Renewable Natural Resources. Your journey through the halls of this institution has prepared you for this significant milestone, and we are delighted to share also in your success. Out of the graduates today, 24 students graduated with first-class honors from the Faculty of Agriculture. 34 from the Faculty of the Social Sciences. 60 from the Faculty of Technology. 28 from the Faculty of Law. 11 from Economics and Management Sciences. And 9 from the Faculty of Renewable Natural Resources. The graduates of today, more than anyone else, deserve our special congratulations on the successful completion of their programs. You have individually shown resilience by applying yourself to the rigorous academic challenges. Expectedly, not every one of whom you started the program together is here today due to one reason or the other. And so, I say again, congratulations. The University of Ibadan has shown leadership in staffing, curricula, and practice, in administrative services, in professions such as teaching, medicine, law, technology, politics, business, corporate world, and the armed forces, to mention but a few. As we confer degrees upon these accomplished individuals, we proudly unleash a new generation of innovative entrepreneurs, skilled professionals, visionary leaders, and talented change makers into the world. This joyous occasion transcends academics. It is a vibrant social celebration where people from diverse backgrounds unite to honor the achievement of their own. Graduation Day symbolizes triumph over challenges, realizations of dreams, celebration of resilience, and the beginning of new horizons. I must commend every parent, guardian, and sponsor here who, despite the current economic situation in the country, made huge sacrifices by paying fees and other levies for your children. I pray that these sacrifices will not go unrewarded by God and also by your children. Thank you for your unwavering support. The University of Ibadan, like most tertiary institutions in Nigeria, is witnessing challenges such as funding constraints, infrastructural deficit and decay, low quality of education in terms of access and affordability, inflation and currency fluctuations, brain drain, strikes and instability, limited resources, inadequate industry-academia collaboration. The list can be endless. However, in navigating these challenges, the university has taken a few short-term approaches which include, but not limited to, public power partnerships, public-private partnerships, PPPs, cost-cutting measures, digitization, which include online resources and e-learning, and some industry collaborations in terms of internship and also in terms of research. As Vice Chancellor, I recognize that my role extends beyond leadership to service. My commitment to fostering a culture of academic excellence, innovation, and inclusivity remains unwavering. Moving forward, we have prioritized initiatives that will enhance our academic program, that will support student and staff well-being, and most importantly, that will advance our research endeavors. We will strive to create an environment where every member feels valued, empowered, and inspired. One of the greatest challenges the university has had to contend with over the years remains gross underfunding. Being a public institution, the main source of funding is the allocation from government, which, owing to the prevailing economic situation, has increasingly been unable to cater for much of the financial needs. However, the university continues to thrive with a great ray of hope that better days are ahead. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, despite the attending challenges that trailed academic and administrative activities in the year 2025, the university has recorded different levels of fees. Although it is impossible at an occasion like this to exhaustively report all these achievements, I will mention just a few of them in the course of my speech. Ranking. I am proud to announce that our university has achieved remarkable milestone in terms of ranking, both nationally and internationally. According to the Times Higher Education World University Ranking, University of Ibadan has emerged the best university in Nigeria for the year 2026. This is a testament to the hard work and dedication of our faculty, staff, students, some of which we have the following. Kelechi Prudence Nwagwe came first in the committees of Deans of Engineering and Technology coded national competition with our final year project on the development of machine for the production of 3D printing filaments from recycled polymer-based material. Oluwatife Oshodi Chukwuweke Aze of the Department of Mechanical Engineering won second and third prizes in a project competition that was organized by the department through the Leeds Initiative. Peter Gabriel David won the Certificate of Scholarship Award from the National Institute of Professional Engineers and Scientists. Emmanuel Nasamu, a PhD student in the Department of Mechanical Engineering, won the 2025 Erasmus Mundus Plus Joint Master Scholarship. Professor A.I. Alarakwe got certified in cybersecurity with a distinction in July of 2025 and became a chartered member of the Association of Cybersecurity Practitioners. Dr. Mojisola S. Ajayi, D43 Award and a Fellow under the expanded multidisciplinary Neuro-AIDS Research and Training Program, which is a collaboration between the University of Ibadan and the University of Chicago in the United States. Professor N.A. Shenge was inducted as an associate member of the Advertising Regulatory Council of Nigeria, ACON, in March of 2025. Professor Wale Adebanwi, Director, Center for Africana Studies at the University of Pennsylvania in the United States, endowed a sum of 2.2 million naira in prize to the Department of Political Science. In 2025, two of our alumni in the Faculty of Law, Mr. Oluseun Awonuga and Mr. Bidemi Ifedunni Ademola Bello, were appointed into the rank of the Senior Advocate of Nigeria, SAN. The Honorable Justice Olukemi Adebo, an alumna of this great university, was sworn in as the judge of the High Court of Justice, Ogun State of Nigeria. Let me also report that graduates from our Faculty of Law have continued to raise the bar at Council for Legal Education, that is the law school. The University of Ibadan graduates recorded over 97% success rate. At the bar examination, 18 graduates from the University of Ibadan had first class, 53 graduated with second class upper division, Professor Simisola O. Akintola of the Department of Private and Property Law was elected as a member of the Governing Council of the university and is also the new Deputy Vice Chancellor, Research, Innovation and Strategic Partnership. The Department of Crop and Horticultural Sciences acknowledged the benefaction of 10.5 million naira from Alhaji Akande Ayofe, commencement speaker. The ceremony is aptly termed a commencement because it does not signal an end, but a glorious beginning. You are commencing to the next, most critical phase in your life journey. The knowledge that you have acquired here is the foundation upon which you will build your legacy. In order to guide our thoughts as we embark on this new path, we are exceptionally privileged to have among us a distinguished alumna and a formidable force in the corporate world, Mrs. Bola Olajomi Otubu, the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Beige Spaces Limited. Her lecture, which will shortly will have the honor of receiving, is poised to offer invaluable insights drawn from her wealth of experience. And I have no doubt that her words will serve as a compass guiding you as you navigate the exciting and complex terrain of the professional world. We eagerly anticipate the wisdom that she will impart. My charge to the graduates. To you, my dear graduates, you will join the illustrious League of University of Ibadan alumni, a network of change makers that is spread across the globe. The disciplines that you represent are the very bedrock of a modern, functional, and sustainable society. This milestone marks the beginning of an exciting new chapter in your life, where you will leverage the excellence and independence cultivated during your time in this university to forge your unique path in life. First, to our social scientists, you have been equipped to understand and shape human interactions, policies, and governance. Use this understanding to build a more equitable and just society. To our veterinary doctors, you are the guardians of our animal health and welfare, which is intricately linked to public health and food security. Your role, therefore, in a world that is confronting with zoonotic diseases has never been more critical. To you, technologists and engineers, you are the architects of the future, You possess the skills to innovate, to build, and to solve pressing infrastructural and technological challenges of our nation and our world. To our lawyers, you are the custodians of justice and the rule of law. Go forth and be advocates of truth, equity, and sanctity of human dignity. To our economists and management scientists, you hold the key to unlocking prosperity. We charge you to be ethical leaders who will drive sustainable economic growth and manage resources with prudence and with vision. To our experts in renewable natural resources, you are the stewards of our planet. The knowledge you possess is very vital to sustainable management of our environment, ensuring that we meet the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own. And to you all, and to you in the Faculty of Agriculture, you know that agriculture is very, very important. Important for our nation. Very, very important. And therefore, you hold a responsibility. The challenge that we have with our agricultural system is that the input of science, technology, and innovation is very low. The ball is in your court to be able to address this. Our agricultural extension is also very, very weak and perhaps not existent. The ball remains also in your court. The output of research is there. It is extension that is expected to distill it to the farmers. Please go forth and help the nation and feed the nation. Generally, as you step out, remember the motto of this great university, recte separe fons. To think straight is the fount of knowledge. Let your knowledge be tempered with sound judgment, your ambition with integrity, and your success with profound sense of social responsibility. Be problem solvers, be nation builders, be exemplary ambassadors of the University of Ibadan. Let me seize this moment again to express our profound gratitude to our parents, to our guardians and sponsors who have sacrificed immensely to see this day. Your unwavering support and encouragement have been the wind beneath the wings of these graduates. Today is your victory as well. I also commend our dedicated staff of the university, with academic and non-academic, whose commitment, mentorship, and tireless efforts have molded these students into outstanding graduates that we celebrate today. In closing, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I say congratulations to the class of 2025 from these distinguished faculties. The future is not just a destination you are headed to. It is a reality that you are destined to create. I thank you all for listening.
Chancellor, I now invite the University Orator, Professor C.O. Aimaku, to present the citation of the commencement speaker, Mrs. Bola Olajomi Otubu, MD CEO, Beach Spaces Limited, Ikoyi, Lagos. University orator, please.
Standing on the established protocol, dear Chancellor, sir, I present to you and to us a brief profile of our commencement speaker, a distinguished, versatile leader in the corporate world, Mrs. Bola Olajomi Otubu, the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Beige Spaces Limited, Ikoyi, Lagos. I quote from John Quincy Adams, and this is actually directed to the graduates, and it will make more sense after she finishes her presentation. If your action inspires others to dream, learn more, do more, and become more, you are a leader. And that by John F. Kennedy. Leadership and learning are indispensable to each other. Mrs. Bola Olajomi Otubu is an accomplished executive and proud alumna, very, very proud alumni of this great university, the University of Ibadan, where she earned both a bachelor's degree in psychology and a master's degree in industrial psychology, in organizational psychology. She went on to obtain a further master's in international human resource management from the prestigious Cranfield University in the United Kingdom, deepening her expertise in global leadership and people strategy. Mrs. Bola Olajomi Otubu has built a distinguished career in human resources, holding senior leadership roles across fast-moving consumer goods, oil and gas, financial services, aviation, and consulting. She has served at global organizations such as Diageo, EcoBank, British American Tobacco, BAT, Virgin Nigeria Airways, and Heritage Energy, where she drove large-scale organization changes, built high-performing teams, and championed diversity and inclusion. Among her many achievements, she broke glass ceilings at Diageo, Nigeria, by appointing the company's first ever female factory director. After more than 2 decades at the forefront of human resources leadership, she made a bold transition into construction and design service sector. Today, she leads Beige Spaces Limited, a growing Nigerian construction firm where she brings her strategic leadership and passion for building sustainable business into the built environment. She's passionate about Africa's growth and financial inclusion for women. Mrs. Bola Olajomi Otubu embodies resilience, reinvention, and visionary leadership. She is married with children. Mrs. Bola Olajomi Otubuma, the audience is yours.
Distinguished Vice Chancellor, faculty members, proud parents, and the most resilient recent graduates in history, the University of Ibadan class of 2025. Let me start by saying congratulations. You made it. You've survived 4, maybe 5, even 6 years, depending on how generous ASU was with strikes during your time. But you're here today, radiating of success that comes after perseverance. As I stand there today, my heart is full, because this is home for me. This university holds the earliest memories I have. My oldest friends were made here.
in the University Staff School, Aberdeen College, and of course, the great Department of Psychology. Some of my friends are here in this room today as proud parents, distinguished faculty, seasoned administrators, and of course, Deputy Vice Chancellor. This university has been part of almost every significant milestone of my life that I have had so far. This University of Ibadan is not just another university. It is where the foundation for my success was built. It is a training ground, and in many ways, the refining fire that set me up for success. I am a proud second-generation alumnus of this university. My father, His Royal Highness, Oba Professor Amsat Titilayo Hassan, the Elesugbo of Isugbo, Obaruwa I, a retired professor of zoology, is a proud alumnus of this great institution. He also spent 40 years plus of his career here. Two of my three sisters are also alumni. So we can officially say that the University of Ibadan runs in the family, and I am a bona fide daughter of the soil. When I think about the university, I think of foundations, strong, enduring, and steady. As the CEO of a building and design firm, I know that any building that will stand tall must rest on the same foundation. And the same with life. Our foundations are important. They are critical. The late nights of reading by rechargeable lamp when NEPA struck, the sacrifices that made today possible, the friends who became family, these are not random memories you have made. These are your foundations. UI has taught you to endure, to question, to think critically, and sometimes to improvise. Let me tell you some of the things I've learned in my short foray into building structures, building anything. It is not just about cement and bricks or the resources that you have. It is about faith. Life after UI will test your resolve and your determination to build your dreams. There will be days when your plans will collapse like an unreinforced bungalow. There will be seasons of delay, disappointment, or doubt. In those moments, remember the foundations you have built in this university, and let the lessons you learned within this wall and the lessons you learned within these great walls. Have faith in yourself and pick yourself up. My journey has been full of such tests, including failing Psych 103, 204, and 319. The psychology students in the room will know what I'm talking about. My journey has been full of such tests, and I've gone from being a psychology graduate to being a human resources professional to now being a bricklayer, literally. From losing a job to building a new career and employing close to 60 professionals. That is how strong the foundations that this university gave me is. I can build, pivot, or completely change my path because I went through the great walls of the University of Ibadan, and I carried the lessons with me. Building a business in Nigeria sometimes feels like mixing concrete with a spoon. You will sit and wonder, who sent me? But each time I choose faith over fear, I see the grace of God at work. Faith in God has been my compass, my concrete, and my confidence. In my journey of my career so far, I have picked up one or two things, some practical wisdom that I would like to share with you, and I hope you carry into your next season of life. One, please choose the hard and the right over the easy and the quick. There is no shortcut to lasting success. Real success is not microwaved, neither is it instant noodles. It is slow cooked, like smoky jollof rice. Good things take time. It is the old-fashioned way, It is not popular, but it is true. Learn to be still in the midst of chaos. The world is loud, very loud, especially social media, where everybody seems rich, flawless, and permanently on vacation in the Maldives. Loud is not always right. Likes and follows on Instagram does not equal true and tested. Eloquence does not equal to integrity. Don't let social media put pressure into performance. Be careful what you put out there on the internet. Remember, the internet does not forget. Stillness is power. Learn how to be still and pause when things get tough. It is a valuable skill to have. Believe me, I learned it the hard way. Please don't just hustle, build something. Build, do not just hustle. Anyone can hustle, following every new trend to make the next few bucks. Like chaff in the wind, they're constantly blown away. Few can build. So build character, build relationships, build something that would last longer than you, build legacy. The good book says that a good man or woman leaves an inheritance for his or her children. It was not just talking about money or property. Build a good name, build goodwill, and build legacy. Please do not fall into the trap of hustling for the next few bucks. I would also like to tell you that community is currency. Your network is more than your LinkedIn contacts. It is the people who will stand with you when things fall apart. People who will mention your name in rooms that your feet cannot enter into yet. People who will open the right doors, and pull you up very steep ladders. Treasure them. Build community. Diversity makes you stronger. Interacting with people that are not like you makes you stronger. Surround yourself with people that see the world differently, who challenge your intellect and your assumptions. Life is richer when you embrace perspectives beyond your comfort zone. Please challenge stereotypes. Look further than your ladder of inference. Lean into the multicultural experience you have had in the last few years in this organization. Life is not fair. That is sad, but it is true. You will not always get what you want or what you deserve. Sometimes that is a blessing. Other times, the answer to your prayers might be silence or no. Please find purpose so that you can stay anchored through the tough times. They say that when life throws you lemons, you make what? In Nigeria, there's no such thing as lemonade. We don't drink lemonade. What's that? Life does not throw lemons in Nigeria. Life throws pepper. Pepper Pro Max Ultra. So learn how to make pepper soup. On your way to greatness. And remember that resilience and mental toughness is essential to success. Resilience and mental toughness is essential to success. On Instagram, one of the trends I hear all the time now is soft life. I'm sorry to burst the bubble. Soft life is a myth. Greatness does not come from a place of comfort or softness. Soft life is a myth that only exists on Instagram. The result of mediocrity is hard. The journey to success is hard. Please choose your hard wisely. We will all have different times and seasons. Just because the basket cannot hold water now does not mean it cannot carry the harvest home later in the year. We all have different times and seasons. Please remember that. There is a saying that goes, if I see far, it is because I stand on the shoulders of giants. Today, let us take time to honor those giants. Eminent UI alumni who lit the path before us. Great UI alumni like Professor Wole Soyinka, the first African Nobel laureate in literature, who showed us that words can shake nations and that our stories matter. Chinua Achebe, the great author who taught us that when things fall apart, we must write our own stories. Professor Olukoye Ransom Kuti, who redefined primary health care in Nigeria through activism and public service. And of course, my favorite, Professor Grace Alele Williams, the first Nigerian woman to be appointed Vice Chancellor of a university, a trailblazer who made room for others. We see far today because they stood tall yesterday. And you, the class of 2025, now join a proud lineage of extraordinary giants. Remember the stock of alumni you were fashioned from, the kind and the caliber of people that this university has produced. You are now the next generation of shoulders for others to stand on. So as you step out of this hall today, remember this. You are builders of dreams, of systems, of businesses, of nations. Every great structure begins with the decision to believe. Believe that your story matters. Believe that you can rise from pepper to purpose. Your purpose, your why, keeps you focused, anchored, and determines your how. Please find purpose and keep it as your compass. Believe that your faith in God, your values, and integrity will count in a world that sometimes tells us otherwise. The future belongs to those who are bold, who build brick by brick, choice by choice, and faith by faith. To those who dare to believe that impossible is nothing. Congratulations once again, class of 25. Go forth, may your foundations hold strong. May your faith shine bright and your future stand tall. I will leave you with my favorite prayer. May the Lord bless and keep you. May his face shine upon you. May he grant you favor. I pray that you all find good success and the Lord bless you. Thank you.
Vice Chancellor, as it is our tradition in the University of Ibadan, when our Omo Bowale comes, we appreciate them. It is therefore my pleasure to invite the University Librarian, Dr. Mercy Iruaganachi, to present our little token to the commencement speaker.
Good morning, everyone. Let me say, first of all, A very warm welcome to my sister. So I welcome you warmly, and thank you for that great address. An address mixed with polite caution, great encouragement, wonderful inspiration, equipping the graduates of today to move into their world and create that world that they desire. You have not only spoken to the graduates, I must say, you spoke to everyone present here. And so, on behalf of the Governing Council of the University of Ibadan, Senate, faculty, staff, and students, including the entire community, we want to really say a big thank you for this presentation. And so I present this plaque of an award of appreciation presented to you, Mrs. Bola Ola Jomi Utubu, MD, CEO, BH Spaces Limited, Ikoyi, Lagos, for being a commencement speaker at the Convocation Ceremony held at the International Conference Center, University of Ibadan, on Wednesday, 12th November 2025. We appreciate it.
Admission to first degrees. Chancellor, the persons who will be presented have fulfilled the requirements of the statutes and regulations of the University of Ibadan and have been found worthy, both in character and in learning, to be admitted to the first degrees of their various faculties. I start with the Faculty of Agriculture. Will the graduates in the Faculty of Agriculture please stand? The Dean of Agriculture. Please adjust your hoods. Make sure you are properly dressed.
Chancellor, in the name of the Faculty of Agriculture and by the authority of Senate, I present to you the persons standing and those absent for sufficient cause, and for whom I stand proxy, who have been found worthy both in character and in learning, to be admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Agriculture, Crop Protection and Environmental Biology, Agricultural Economics, Agricultural Extension and Rural Development, Agronomy, and Animal Science of the University of Ibadan.
I admit you all.
Please move the tassel of your cap from right to left.
Chancellor, may I draw your attention to the following graduates who made first class in their various disciplines. Department of Agricultural Economics, Ekins Benjamin Iniobong.
Please step out as you are being called.
Ibosiola Oluwatobi Abraham. Owo Sheni Anoluwapo Remilekun. Wilson Marvelous Temi. Department of Agronomy, Afolayan Ayomide Oluwadamilare. Njoku Abigail Kalu, Odugbade Ayomide Adeboye, Ogidan Olaoluwa Samuel, Ogunubi Pelumi Mary, Okechukwu Chidebere Francis, Olawole John Morayo, Ramon Rofiat Adenike, Department of Agricultural Extension and Rural Development, Christopher Ernest Ehiben, Fashino Miriam Labake, Ochonogo Obiajulu Serena, Oladele Martins Afolabi, Osho Olamide Sunday, Oyedeji Kadijat Oyenike, Oyewale Oluwasogo Ayomide, Department of Animal Science Option, Daoud Muftau Adedoyin, Agricultural Biochemistry and Nutrition Option, Lawal Mujib Adedeji, Department of Crop Protection and Environmental Biology, Abdurrahim Nasiruddin Ayomide, Nwabuzo Jessica Oluwaseyi, and Rahim Salvan Adeleke.
The first-class graduates will lead others in the faculty to shake hands with the Vice-Chancellor.
Ìwé kíkọ láìsí ọkọ àti àdá kò ì pẹ́ o, kò ì pẹ́ o. Iṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀ níṣẹ́ ilẹ̀ wa, ẹni kò ṣiṣẹ́ á máa jalè. Ìwé kíkọ láìsí ọkọ àti àdá kò ì pẹ́ o, kò ì pẹ́ o. Iṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀ níṣẹ́ ilẹ̀ wa, ẹni kò ṣiṣẹ́ á máa jalè. Ìṣàpá láìsí iyán àti ẹ̀gúsí kò ì pẹ́ o, kò ì pẹ́ o. Iyán àtẹ̀bà ló ń jẹ ilẹ̀ wa, ẹni kò jẹyán á jẹ̀bà tó tutù. Ìṣàpá láìsí iyán àti ẹ̀gúsí kò ì pẹ́ o, kò ì pẹ́ o. Iyán àtẹ̀bà ló ń jẹ ilẹ̀ wa, ẹni kò jẹyán á jẹ̀bà tó tutù.
Àwọn ọmọ aláìgbọràn wọn délé ìwé, wọn kò fetí sílẹ̀ sóhun tólùkọ́ kọ́ wọn. Olùkọ́ ní kó kàwé wọn sì máa ṣeré ká, wọ́n á jẹun, wọ́n á gbòdo roboto.
Iṣẹ́, iṣẹ́, ìyẹn kì í ṣe tiwọn eré 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 ṣáni tiwọn dòdò àti ráìsì kò gbọ́dọ̀ kọjá wọn á jẹun 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 wọn á gbọ́dọ̀ roboto.
Ẹ̀kọ́ dára púpọ̀, ẹ̀kọ́ ló láyé tá a wà iṣẹ́. Ẹ̀kọ́ ló ń gbé ní dépò gíga, ẹ̀kọ́ ló ń gbé ní dépò ọlá. Ẹ dákun yé ẹ̀yin òbí wa, ẹ tiraka kẹ́jọ kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ wa. Ẹ̀kọ́ ló ń gbé ní dépò gíga, ẹ̀kọ́ ló ń gbé ní dépò ọlá. Ẹ dákun yé ẹ̀yin òbí wa, ẹ tiraka kẹ́jọ kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ wa. Ẹni tí ó kàwé, ẹrú ẹgbẹ́ ni ó máa ṣe. Ẹni tí ó kàwé, ẹrú ẹgbẹ́ ni ó máa ṣe. Iṣẹ́ burúkú ni wọ́n máa ṣe. Tọ́ bá jalè wọ́n tún lọ fọ́lé. Ẹ dákun yé ẹ̀yin òbí wa, ẹ tiraka kẹ́jọ kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ wa. Iṣẹ́ burúkú ni wọ́n máa ṣe. Tọ́ bá jalè wọ́n tún lọ fọ́lé. Ẹ dákun yé ẹ̀yin òbí wa, ẹ tiraka kẹ́jọ kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ wa. Ṣóyínká Màkàwé ló ṣe di ẹni gíga láyé. Fáṣọlá náà kàwé ló ṣe di gọ́fúnà wa. Ìwé ló gbé ní dépò gíga, ẹ̀kọ́ ló gbé ní dépò ọlá. Ẹ̀sùn tó ṣe yí ẹ̀yin òbí wa, ẹ tiraka kẹ́jọ kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ wa. Ìwé ló gbé ní dépò gíga, ẹ̀kọ́ ló gbé ní dépò ọlá. Ẹ̀sùn tó ṣe yí ẹ̀yin òbí wa, ẹ tiraka kẹ́jọ kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ wa. Ẹ̀kọ́ dára púpọ̀, ẹ̀kọ́ ló láyé tá a wà iṣẹ́. Ẹ̀kọ́ dára púpọ̀, ẹ̀kọ́ ló láyé tá a wà iṣẹ́. Ẹ̀kọ́ ló ń gbé ní dépò gíga, ẹ̀kọ́ ló ń gbé ní dépò ọlá. Ẹ dákun yé ẹ̀yin òbí wa, ẹ tiraka kẹ́jọ kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ wa. Ẹ̀kọ́ ló ń gbé ní dépò gíga, ẹ̀kọ́ ló ń gbé ní dépò ọlá. Ẹ dákun yé ẹ̀yin òbí wa, ẹ tiraka kẹ́jọ kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ wa. Ẹ dákun yé ẹ̀yin òbí wa, ẹ tiraka kẹ́jọ kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ wa. Ẹ dákun yé ẹ̀yin òbí wa, ẹ tiraka kẹ́jọ kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ wa. Ẹ dákun yé ẹ̀yin òbí wa, ẹ tiraka kẹ́jọ kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ wa.
Congratulations. Please take your seats. Congratulations. Faculty of the Social Sciences. Will the graduates in the Faculty of the Social Sciences please stand? Please adjust your gowns and hoods. The Dean of the Social Sciences.
Chancellor, in the name of the Faculty of the Social Sciences and by the authority of Senate, I present to you the persons standing and those absent for sufficient cause, and for whom I stand prosy, who have been found worthy both in character and in learning, to be admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Science, Geography, Political Science, Psychology, and Sociology of the University of Ibadan.
I admit you all.
Congratulations. Please move the tassel of your cap from right to left. Congratulations.
Chancellor, may I draw your attention to the following graduates who made first class in their various disciplines. Geography, Atonse Aminat Bukola.
Please step out as you are being called.
Political Science, Adebayo Abdurraham Adedayo. Akonde Belumi Joshua. Ayoyemi Benjamin Bolahon. Elesho Ayo Tomiwa.
Please step out as you are called.
Ogunbumi Boluwatife Oladeji. Oguniyi Joy Oluwaseyi. Ola Stephen Favor Oluwafinfumi. Popola Gloria Tolulope. Abraham Chukwuemeka Henry. Adegbenjo Bilikis Omolara. Ayigbe Merit. Ganiu Tohib Okpeyemi. Odurombi Anabanjo Olayiwola. Odutayo Kehinde Temitope. Ogundipe Omoshalewa Ronti. Oladunjoye Abiodun Modupeola. From sociology, Afa Oluwatomilola Ikpemise. Alawode Grace Oluwaferomi. Babajide Perpetua Taiwo. Babalola Gloria Niola. Francis Onyieshi Chiagozi. Ogumbona Okpeyemi Damilola. Okunsoya Zainab Omolola. Adegbaye Ayoade Adekunle. Adisa Adebukola Olufunlola. Olariwaju David Akinkumi. From psychology, Adebayo Ebunluwa Mary. Adepoju Adeola Grace. Agara BBC Nwoluwa Iretunde. Agbola Glory Boronla. Ajagbe Adedamola Christiana. Anderson Grace Oluwafunmilola. Ezirim Chiamaka Jane. Falade Mofinyo Foluwa Shalom. Idou Gloria Temilade. Nangboro Chinenye Vivian. Nwankwo Ekene Emmanuel. Odunaya Titilope Lois. Shahid Fatiha Ayo. Ajao Olayinka Erintosin. Alabi Miriam Ololade. Gafarui Muibatu Abeni. Joel Igbomena Mercy. Mene Sarah Sholayemi. Obisonya Oluwadunsin Joyce. Ohikweme Sarah Omolola. Okeke Sylvester Onyeka. Olatunji Mary Olayinka. Omoigiade Enoragbon Ruth. Raphael Henry Olusegun. Totin Adeshewa Aderemi. Akinseye Oladele Kayode. Balogun Temitope Rachel. Moshadoluwa Yunus Abiola. Olusegun Solomon.
The first class graduates will lead others in the faculty to shake hands with the Vice Chancellor.
To be the best, number one and nothing less. Lead me to my destiny. I have waited patiently. I have vision, oh I believe. I know I can count on me. So stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up. For the champions, for the champions, stand up. For the champions, for the champions, stand up. Stand up, stand up. For the champions, for the champions, stand up. Stand up, stand up, stand up. Here we go, it's getting close. Now it's just who wants it most. It's just life, that's how it is. 'Cause we have our strengths and weaknesses. Oh, I have vision, oh, can't you see? I'm on the move, make way for me. So stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up. For the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up. For the champions, for the champions. Stand up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself back up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself back up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself back up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself up. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up.
Ìwé kíkọ́ láìsí ọkọ́ àti àdá kò ì pẹ́ o, kò ì pẹ́ o. Iṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀. Láìsí ọkọ́ àti àdá kò ì pẹ́ o, kò ì pẹ́ o. Iṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀ níṣẹ́ ilẹ̀ wa, ẹni kò ṣiṣẹ́ á máa jalè. àti ẹ̀gúsí kò ì pé o, kò ì pé o. Iyán àtẹ̀bà ló ń jẹ ilẹ̀ wa, ẹni kò jẹyán á jẹ̀bà tó tutù. Ìṣápá láìsí iyán àti ẹ̀gúsí kò ì pé o, kò ì pé o. Iyán àtẹ̀bà ló ń jẹ ilẹ̀ wa, ẹni kò jẹyán á jẹ̀bà tó tutù.
Àwọn ọmọ aláìgbọràn wọ́n délé ìwé, wọn kò fetí sílẹ̀ sóhun tólùkọ́ kọ́ wọn. Olùkọ́ ní kọ́ kàwé wọn sì máa ṣeré ká, wọ́n á jẹun 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 wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ roboto.
Iṣẹ́, iṣẹ́, ìyẹn kì í ṣe tiwọn. Eré, eré, eré ṣá ni tiwọn. Dòdò àti ráìsì kò gbọ́dọ̀ kọjá. Wọ́n á jẹun 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 wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ roboto.
Ẹ̀kọ́ dára púpọ̀, ẹ̀kọ́ ló láyé tá a wá iṣẹ́. Ẹ̀kọ́ ló ń gbé ní dépò gíga, ẹ̀kọ́ ló ń gbé ní dépò ọlá. Ẹ̀dàkúnyé ẹ̀yin òbí wa, ẹ tiraka kẹjọ kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ wa. Ẹ̀kọ́ ló ń gbé ní dépò gíga, ẹ̀kọ́ ló ń gbé ní dépò ọlá. Ẹ̀dàkúnyé ẹ̀yin òbí wa, ẹ tiraka kẹjọ kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ wa. Ẹni tí ó kàwé, ẹrú ẹgbẹ́ ni ó máa ṣe. Ẹni tí ó kàwé, ẹrú ẹgbẹ́ ni ó máa ṣe. Iṣẹ́ burúkú ni wọ́n máa ṣe. Tọ́ bá jalè wọ́n tún lọ fọ́lé. Ẹ dákúnyé ẹ̀yin òbí wa, ẹ tiraka kẹjọ kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ wa. Iṣẹ́ burúkú ni wọ́n máa ṣe. Tọ́ bá jalè wọ́n tún lọ fọ́lé. Ẹ dákúnyé ẹ̀yin òbí wa, ẹ tiraka kẹjọ kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ wa. Ṣóyínká Màkàwé ló ṣe di ẹni gíga láyé. Fáṣọlá náà kàwé ló ṣe di gọ́fúnà wa. Ìwé ló gbé ní dépò gíga, ẹ̀kọ́ ló gbé ní dépò ọlá. Ẹ̀sùn tó ṣe yí ẹ̀yin òbí wa, ẹ tiraka kẹjọ kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ wa. Ìwé ló gbé ní dépò gíga, ẹ̀kọ́ ló gbé ní dépò ọlá. Ẹ̀sùn tó ṣe yí ẹ̀yin òbí wa, ẹ tiraka kẹjọ kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ wa. Ẹ̀kọ́ dára púpọ̀, ẹ̀kọ́ ló láyé tá a wá iṣẹ́. Ẹ̀kọ́ dára púpọ̀, ẹ̀kọ́ ló láyé tá a wá iṣẹ́. Ẹ̀kọ́ ló ń gbé ní dépò gíga, ẹ̀kọ́ ló ń gbé ní dépò ọlá. Ẹ̀dàkúnyé ẹ̀yin òbí wa, ẹ tiraka kẹjọ kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ wa. Ẹ̀kọ́ ló ń gbé ní dépò gíga, ẹ̀kọ́ ló ń gbé ní dépò ọlá. Ẹ̀dàkúnyé ẹ̀yin òbí wa, ẹ tiraka kẹjọ kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ wa. Ẹ̀dàkúnyé ẹ̀yin òbí wa, ẹ tiraka kẹjọ kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ wa. Ẹ̀dàkúnyé ẹ̀yin òbí wa, ẹ tiraka kẹjọ kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ wa. Ẹ̀dàkúnyé ẹ̀yin òbí wa, ẹ tiraka kẹjọ kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ wa.
Education is the key, I want a whole bunch. School is fun, learning improves you. We specialize in structures to see true. A couple of the proof, learning in the schools. Parents, guidance, no excuse. Our teachers are bright, our students are bright. The legacy project, our future is bright.
I'll be a doctor, I wanna be a lawyer. I'll be an engineer, I wanna be a teacher. And educate those after me. I'll be a postman, best known enforcer. Eradicate corruption in Nigeria. Mathematically sound kids, biologically smart kids. Passionate and for the kids to lead a life of legacy.
kíkọ́ láì sí ọkọ́ àti àdá kò ì pẹ́ o kò ì pẹ́ o. Iṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀ níṣẹ́ ilẹ̀ wa ẹni kò ṣiṣẹ́ á máa jalè. Ìwé kíkọ́ láì sí ọkọ́ àti àdá kò ì pẹ́ o kò ì pẹ́ o. Iṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀ níṣẹ́ ilẹ̀ wa ẹni kò ṣiṣẹ́ á máa jalè. Ìṣàpá láìsí iyán àti ẹ̀gúsí kò ì pẹ́ o kò ì pẹ́ o. Iyán àtẹ̀bà ló ń jẹ ilẹ̀ wa ẹni kò jẹyán á jẹ̀bà tó tutù. Ìṣàpá láìsí iyán àti ẹ̀gúsí kò ì pẹ́ o kò ì pẹ́ o. Iyán àtẹ̀bà ló ń jẹ ilẹ̀ wa ẹni kò jẹyán á jẹ̀bà tó tutù.
Àwọn ọmọ aláìgbọràn wọ́n délé ìwé, wọn kò fetí sílẹ̀ sóhun tólùkọ́ kọ́ wọn. Olùkọ́ ní kó kàwé wọn sì máa ṣeré ká, wọ́n á jẹun 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 wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ roboto.
Iṣẹ́ iṣẹ́ ìyẹn kì í ṣe tiwọn eré 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 ṣáni tiwọn dòdò àti ráìsì kò gbọ́dọ̀ kọjá wọn á jẹun 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 wọn gbọ́dọ̀ roboto.
as the clouds go gray. From the roars and the earth sings, season's just beginning. Sunlight it hides as the clouds make way. For the pouring out my blessings, I will not be afraid. I see it now, I understand, I know. So I embrace it, dance. In the rain it's for my seed to grow. For every prayer and every seed I've sown, Lord of the harvest knows I'm reaping back 100-fold. The land is green, it's green, oh, oh. The land is green, it's green. Can't you see? The harvest is ready, 'cause the Lord of the harvest told me so. It's green for me. It's green for me. Standing alone can be a heavy load, but my vows I won't be breaking. Though my heart is aching, I got a word and I won't let go. It's your will I'm seeking, so I keep on believing. I see it now, I understand, I know. So I embrace it, dance. Once again it's time for me to grow. For every prayer and every tear I've sown, Lord of the harvest knows I'm reaping joy 100-fold. The land is green, it's green, oh, oh. The land is green, it's green. Can't you see? The harvest is ready, 'cause the Lord of the harvest told me so. It's green for me. I thought it was over, thought you were done with me, but we're just beginning. Whoa, my life is a journey. I will walk with you, I will go where you want me to. Yes, I will go.
láti gbà táláyé ti dáyé kò sọ́mọ ju ayé tó ṣorí mo.
Congratulations. Congratulations. Please take your seats. Now, veterinary medicine. Will the graduates in the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine please stand? The Dean of Veterinary Medicine.
Chancellor, in the name of the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine and by the authority of Senate, I present to you the persons standing and those absent for sufficient cause, and for whom I stand proxy, who have been found worthy both in character and in learning to be admitted to the degree of Doctor of Veterinary Medicine of the University of Ibadan.
I admit you all.
Congratulations. Now that you have been admitted, please move the tassel of your cap from right to left.
Chancellor, may I draw your attention to the following graduates who made distinction in various disciplines of veterinary medicine. Adedayo Imisi Oluwa Oluwadunmeninu.
Please step out as you are being called.
Adedigba Sharon Ayobami. Adedokun Emmanuel Ifeoluwa. Adétóyàn Enoch Jésù Tóbi. Adéyẹmí Shama Olúwaṣèyí. Distinction in veterinary public health and preventive medicine. Distinction in veterinary microbiology. Distinction in veterinary physiology. Distinction in veterinary biochemistry. And distinction in veterinary pathology. Adéyẹmí Ojúọlápé Adéṣùbòmí. Distinction in veterinary public health and preventive medicine, and distinction in veterinary pathology. Ajibade Favour Akínfẹ́mi. Apooyin Samuel Olúwatìmílẹ́yìn. Babalọlá Olúwafúnmibí Deborah. Bólúwarin Shalom Ìyanu-Olúwa. Ìtákọ́rọ̀dé Olúwaṣẹ́gun Joseph. Moshood Olúwaṣeun Ìdòwú. Òkèwálé Ọlálékan Tohib. Ọládìran Ìbùkúnolúwa Deborah. Olówu Babátúndé Ibrahim. Ọládélé Abdul Adédọlápọ̀. Olúgbénga Deborah Tèmilolúwa. Ọmọlé Joshua Egbiameje. Oyèyẹ̀bí Dọlápọ̀ Kudus. Ṣóyẹyè Tolúwaláṣẹ Olúwatìmílẹ́yìn. And Thomas Okare Ọmọlẹ́wà Ọmọkọ̀mí.
The graduates with distinction will lead others of the faculty to shake hands with the Vice Chancellor. Congratulations. Please take your seats. Now, Faculty of Technology. Will the graduates in the Faculty of Technology please stand? The Dean of Technology, please.
And by the authority of Senate, I present to you the person standing and those absent for submission cause, for whom I stand proxy, who have been found worthy, both in character and in learning, to be admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Science, Agricultural and Environmental Engineering, Civil Engineering, Mechanical Engineering, Food Technology, Electrical and Electronic Engineering, Industrial and Production Engineering, Wood Products Engineering, and Petroleum Engineering of the University of Ibadan.
I admit you all.
Congratulations. Please move the tassel of your cap from right to left.
Chancellor, may I draw your attention to the following graduates who have made first class in their various disciplines. Department of Agricultural and Environmental Engineering, Chukwu Anugo Victor Chukwusun. Oladoja Kudus Babatunde.
Please step out as you are being called.
Department of Civil Engineering, Akinkunle Abiodun Abel, Amao Aishat Jumoke, Anugolu Timothy Akindu, Bello Abdulhamid Titilayo, Faloye Temitope Emmanuel, Ibrahim Babalola Ige Ahmed Olaide, Musa Sadiq Bamidele, Ojedele Olayemi Felix, Ojo Ife Dolapo Abraham, Ojo Oluwa Chumininu Aladeson, Olatunji Tolulope Emmanuel, Uwokori Courage Efenure, Department of Electrical and Electronic Engineering, Adeshina Tantolowa Olusheye, Ajiboye Ajibola Oluwa Tobiloba, Akin Ade Praise Ireoluwa, Alaba Victor Oluwa Timileyin, Bangboye Taiwo Oluwayemisi, Busoye Okpegbemi Matthias, Busoye Tolulope Matthew, Generala Odun Olaoluwa Shedrack, Leke Ujoye Erioluwa Oluwatobiloba, Udunaike David Omoyosola, Olawumi Ayomide Phillips, Olusoji Salome Oluwadara, Oseni Abubakri Omobawale, Department of Food Technology, Ogunleye Christiana Oluwabukolami, Department of Industrial and Production Engineering, Adefokun Juka Life, Adewale Bilikis Abidemi, Alajede Mustafa Ajediran, Bello Sukrat Ololade, Hosseini Latifat Omalara, Department of Mechanical Engineering, Adegoke Lukman Bidemi, Afolabi Victor Oluwadamilare, Ajewumi Emmanuel Ayomide, Akambi Joshua Isheoluwa, Balogun Olawale Emmanuel, Bello Ayomide, Fọlárànmí Jésù Tófúnmi, Gbádébọ̀ Fikayo Samuel, Ifada Righteous Victor, Irumi Obe, Wisdom, Imuze, Nnamoni Praise Onyedi Kachi, Nwagwe Kelechi Prudence, Obadara Basit Olawale, Ogana David Fidelis, Oyedoran Emmanuel Ayobami, Samuel Temitope Sumisola, Shaib Moses Oyereba, Department of Petroleum Engineering, Balogun Abdulmumin Abiodun, Balogun Shegun Elijah, Billy Aminu Toib Adewale, Lawal Victor Olaoluwa, Nwoke Uchena Donald, Omare God's Favor Toluwa Lope, Department of Wood Product Engineering, Ojo Ayomide Phillips, Okoye Christabel Ifunaya.
Congratulations. The first class graduates will lead others in the faculty to shake hands with the Vice Chancellor.
We are the future. We are the dream. We are the nation. We are part of this. Yes, we are so amazing. That's the least we shall be. At the heart of the nation, changing history. How can they say that we are finished? We have just begun. We have nowhere else to run to. We have nowhere else to go. So get out of the way of the land of our dreams. We are the nation. We are the future. We are the dream. We are the nation. We are part of this. Yes, we are so amazing. That's the least we shall be. At the heart of the nation, changing history. How can they say that we are finished? We have just begun. When we have nowhere else to run to, we have nowhere else to go. So get out of the way of the land of our dreams. We are the nation, we are part of this. Oh.
Congratulations. Please return to your seats. Now, Faculty of Law. Will the graduates in the Faculty of Law please stand? The Dean of Law.
Chancellor, in the name of the Faculty of Law and by the authority of Senate, I present to you the persons standing and those absent for sufficient cause and for whom I stand proxy, who have been found worthy both in character and in learning to be admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Laws of the University of Ibadan.
I admit you all.
Congratulations. Now move the tassel of your cap from right to left.
Chancellor, may I draw your attention to the following graduates who are graduating with first-class degrees. Adefabi Jeremiah Atimileyin.
Please step out as you have been called.
Adekojo Precious Olubumi. Adeleye Oreoluwa Boluwatife. Adeyemi Boluwatife Grace. Ajadi Joshua Mosimiloluwa. Ajani Ibukun Elizabeth. Anna Brabra Ibinabo Divine. Babalola Okoyemi Caroline. Babatunde Bolanle Abigail. Bakari Phoebe Ayotomiwa. Bello Omolara Olamide. Chukuma Chizom Bartholomew. Collins Inya Havila Sokuruchuku. Fagbemi Favor Damilola. Gbadebo Kadija Feyisara Oluwa. Ilegusi Timothy Omobolade. Ìlọ̀rí Ọlátòpè Olúwatósìn. Ìwúbè Ọ̀dánibè Roslyn. Lásìsì Ọlámídé Hasan. Mákindé Wúràọlá Gbémisọ́lá. Matthew Shalom Ọláolúwa. Ọlákúnlé Dòyìnsọ́lá Eunice. Ọ̀nọ́jà Faith Ada. Ọ̀nọ́nujú Anastasia Ginikachukwu. Oyèbánjí Grace Olúwadámilọ́lá. Sanni Taslima Korode. Tidings Winner Awayioluwa. Tọ́lá Ọmọládé Rachel.
The first-class graduates will lead others in the faculty to shake hands with the Vice Chancellor.
ọmọ wa ń re campus ojú ń ro wá àbọ̀dé campus ẹ̀kún àdẹ̀rìn o. ẹ jẹ́ ká gbàdúrà báwọn ọmọ wa tó ń re campus àlọ́ á dára àbọ̀ á sàn wọ́n o gbégbé ìgbésógbó ìwà jẹ́ o. ẹ bá jẹ́ ká gbàdúrà báwọn ọmọ wa tó ń re campus àlọ́ á dára àbọ̀ á sàn wọ́n o gbégbé ìgbésógbó ìwà jẹ́ o. ìmọ̀ràn mi fún gbogbo students ẹ tẹ́tí kí ẹ gbọ́. ìmọ̀ràn mi fún gbogbo students ẹ tẹ́tí kí ẹ gbọ́. ẹ bá jẹ́ ká rórí wò ká ṣàánú òbí tó bí wa. because òbí tó fowó sílẹ̀ ó tó rán ọmọ lọ sílé ìwé owó onírú owó oníyọ̀ owó alájẹṣe. ẹ jọ̀wọ́ ká má ṣẹgbẹ́ òkùnkùn ká má ṣẹgbẹ́ ìmúlẹ̀ ẹlẹ́gbẹ́jẹgbẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ níbẹ̀ ìgbẹ́tẹ̀lẹ́gbẹ́ yìí níbẹ̀.
Congratulations. Please take your seats. Now, Faculty of Economics and Management Sciences. Will the graduates in the Faculty of Economics and Management Sciences please stand? The Dean of Economics and Management Sciences, please.
Chancellor, in the name of the Faculty of Economics and Management Sciences, and by the authority of Senate, I present to you the person standing and those absent for sufficient cause, and for whom I stand proxy, who have been found worthy, both in character and in learning, to be admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Science, Economics of the University of Ibadan.
I admit you all.
Congratulations. Please move the tassel of your cap from right to left.
Chancellor, may I draw your attention to the following graduates who have made first class in economics. Additional Rebecca Omolara, Adeyinka Olabimpe Dorcas, Akanmu Peace Omoshalewa, Ariyo Dorcas Aduragbemi, Daramola Cecilia Olamide, Edosi Blossom Chisom, Folajimi Ifeoluwa Maria, Odole Ayoluwa Deborah, Sadiq Miracle Ololade, Salami Adebukola Margaret, Shonubi Sarah Anolua.
Congratulations. The first class graduates will lead others in the faculty to shake hands with the Vice Chancellor.
Yes, so.
Stand in the rain as the clouds go gray. The thunder roars and the earth sings. The season's just beginning. The sunlight it hides as the clouds make way. For the pouring out my blessings, I will not be afraid. I see it now, I understand, I know. So I embrace it, dance. In the rain, it's for my seed to grow. For every prayer and every seed I've sown, the Lord of the harvest knows I'm reaping back 100-fold. The land is green, it's green, oh, oh. The land is green, it's green. Can't you see? The harvest is ready, 'cause the Lord of the harvest told me so. It's green for me.
láti gbà táláyé ti dáyé kò sọmọ yúwa yìí tó ṣorí burú. láti gbà táláyé ti dáyé kò sọmọ yúwa yìí tó ṣorí burú. láti gbà táláyé ti dáyé kò sọmọ yúwa yìí tó ṣorí burú. láti gbà táláyé ti dáyé kò sọmọ yúwa yìí tó ṣorí burú. No woman likes a handsome boy. This is yourself to like struggle. We Indian girls are too pretty. Our mom put your perfect too. No woman likes a handsome boy. This is yourself to like struggle. We Indian girls are too pretty. Our mom put your perfect too.
Congratulations. Let's return to your seats and sit down. Now, Faculty of Renewable Natural Resources. Will the graduates in the Faculty of Renewable Natural Resources please stand? The Dean of Renewable Natural Resources.
Chancellor, in the name of the Faculty of Renewable Natural Resources and by the authority of Senate, I present to you the person standing and those absent for sufficient cause, and for whom I stand proxy, who have been found worthy, both in character and in learning, to be admitted to the degrees of Bachelor of Fisheries, Bachelor of Forestry, and Bachelor of Wildlife of the University of Ibadan.
I admit you all.
Congratulations. Please move the tassel of your cap from right to left.
Chancellor, may I draw your attention to the following graduates who made first class in their various disciplines: Aquaculture and Fisheries Management, Adebayo Iyanoluwa Taiwo, Osiga Olanrewaju Ibrahim, Taiwo Kehinde Oluwaseun. Forest Production and Products, Ademoyegun Adetomiwa Ayomide. Department of Social and Environmental Forestry, Jokola Adewale Samuel. Department of Wildlife and Ecotourism Management, Abdurrauf Aishat Eniola. Adeniyi Esther Adedoyin. Ajibola Aishat Omolabake. And Akinyele Oyindamola Ikma.
The first class graduates will lead others in the faculty to shake hands with the Vice Chancellor. Congratulations, please have your seats. Now, a word of prizes. Faculty of Agriculture. So I call your name, please step forward. Faculty prize, Oyedeji Kadijat Oyenike. Akintoye Aduni Foundation Prize, Oyedeji Kadijat Ajike. Professor Rufus Oladokun Adigboye and Professor Labode Lucas Prize, Oyewale Oluwasogo Ayomide. Professor Idashaba Trust Fund, Oyedeji Kadijat Oyenike. Department of Agricultural Economics, Departmental Prize, Wilson Marvelous Temi. Duro Yekale Prize, Atemonokai Victory Isemeona. Professor Idashaba Trust Fund for Academic Excellence, Wilson Marvelous Temi. Remi Babalala Initiative, Wilson Marvelous Temi. The ZAD Scholarship, Wilson Marvelous Temi. Professor Tomilayo A. Adekanye, Wilson Marvelous Temi. Professor Aro Adegboye Prize, Wilson Marvelous Temi. Professor Caleb Adeni Oshintogun, Wilson Marvelous Temi. Department of Agric Extension and Rural Development. Departmental Prize, Oyedeji Kadijat Oyenike. Late Professor Terry Olowu Prize in Communication, Fashina Miriam Labake. ZAD Scholarship for Undergraduate, Oyedeji Kadijat Oyenike. Olubunmi Okoyemi Ogunkanmi Memorial Prize, Oyedeji Kadijat Oyenike. Department of Agronomy. Departmental Prize, Ogidan Olaoluwa Samuel. Dr. Esho Ayeni, Best Final Year Students with Science Prize, Oladele Oluwadamlola Precious. Professor Ayodele Fagbami Memorial Prize, Ogidan Olaoluwa Samuel. Professor Chida Prize, Njoku Abigail Kalu. And Olawale John Murayo. The Pfizer Prize, Ogidan Olaoluwa Samuel. ZAD Prize, Ogidan Olaoluwa Samuel. Departmental Prize in the Department of Animal Science goes to Lawal Mujid Adedeji. The Pfizer Livestock Feeds Prize, Daudu Muftau Adedoyin. The May and Baker Prize, Daudu Muftau Adedoyin. Late Mrs. Gladys Olayinkaba Miro Prize, Daudu Muftau Adedoyin. The ZAD Scholarship, Lawal Mujid Adedeji. Professor B.K. Ogunmodede Prize, Lawal Mujid Adedeji. Professor Tewe Prize, Lawal Mujid Adedeji. Mate Agricultural Services Prize, Daudu Muftau Adedoyin. Professor Adebisi Balogun Prize in Animal Science and Fisheries, Lawal Mujid Adedeji. Department of Crop Protection and Environmental Biology. Departmental Prize, Abdurrahim Nasiruddin Ayomide. Professor Shifolufunke Gunjobi Prize, Abdurrahim Nasiruddin Ayomide. The ZAD Scholarship, Abdurrahim Nasiru Ayomide. The Shell Company Nigeria Limited Prize, Abdurrahim Nasiru Ayomide. The Pfizer Prize, Abdurrahim Nasiruddin Ayomide. Department of Crop and Horticultural Sciences. Departmental Prize, Ogidan Olaoluwa Samuel. Dr. Esho Ayeni, Best Final Year Student in Wheat Science Prize, Oladele Oluwadamlola Precious. Professor Ayodele Fagbami Memorial Prize, Ogidan Olaoluwa Samuel. Professor Chida Prize, Njoku Abigail Kalu and Olawale John Murayo. The Pfizer Prize, Ogidan Olaoluwa Samuel. The ZAD Prize, Ogidan Olaoluwa Samuel. Faculty of these Social Sciences. Faculty Prize, Falade Mofinyefoluwa Shalom. Professor Eno Enanga Prize, Falade Mofinyefoluwa Shalom. Peter Ajose Ali Prize in Social Sciences, Falade Mofinyefoluwa Shalom. The United Indomie Scholarship, Falade Mofinyefoluwa Shalom. The Nopenko Prize, Falade Mofinyefoluwa Shalom. Dr. Limas Roman Prize, Falade Mofinyefoluwa Shalom. Late Pa Joseph Adesokan Osuntokun Prize, Falade Mofinyefoluwa Shalom. Late Professor Emeritus Michael Olanriwaju Filani Prize, Falade Mofinyefoluwa Shalom. Department of Geography, Departmental Prize, Dare Nafiat Adekunbi. Professor and Mrs. G.S. Ogutoyinbo Annual Award in Climatology, Adediji Wisdom Nathan. Professor A.K. Mabogunje Prize in Geography, Faboro Timothy Iyanoluwa. Promising leader in final year prize, Dare Nafiat Adekunbi. Professor A. Faniran Prize, Akinlabi Shefunmi Rebecca. Elder Eso Bankole Award in Economic Geography, Atonse Aminat Bukola. Elder Eso Bankole Award in Industrial Geography, Oshindare Eunice Moturayo and Zakaria Zainab Oluwabumi. Felix Ohiwere Prize, Olayinka Mayowa Oluwafemi. Late Professor Emeritus Michael Olanriwaju Filani Prize, Atonse Aminat Bukola. Ayodele Descartes Joseph Prize, Akinlabi Shefunmi Rebecca. Department of Political Science, Professor B.J. Dudley and PPAK Prizes, Bukola Gloria Tolulope. Department of Sociology, Departmental Prize, Afar Oluwatomilola Ikpe Mosime. The Okediji Memorial Prize in Sociology, Afar Oluwatomilola Ikpe Mosime. Professor Onigu Otite Prize in Sociology, Afa Oluwatomilola Ikpe Mosini. Anofi and Grace Gubadaya Foundation Award, Afar Oluwatomilola Ikpe Mosime. The Nigerian Social Insurance Trust Fund Prize, Okunsanya Zainab Omolola. Chief Dr. Paul Olatunde Alabi Prize in Sociology, Afa Oluwatomilola Ikpe Mosime. Family Club of Nigeria Prize in Sociology, Afa Oluwatomilola Ikpe Mosime. Emeritus Professor UC Isuga Banhe Prize, Sahid Novisat Aderonke. Obinna Adindu Prize, Afa Oluwatomilola Ikpe Mosime. Department of Psychology, Departmental Prize, Falade Mofinyinfolua Shalom. Babs Tunde Oduyoye Prize in Psychology, Falade Mofinyinfolua Shalom. Professor Benjamin Osayawe Hige Prize, Faniloye Moturayo Adetun. Professor Shingu Kolawole Balogun Prize, Adebayo Eboluwa Mary. Professor Adegbenga Sumola Prize, Ibrahim Ayomide Elizabeth. Professor S.K. Balogun Prize, Falade Mofinyinfolua Shalom. Faculty of Veterinary Medicine, Faculty Prize, Ajibade Favor Akinfemi. Gamane Onosode Scholarship Scheme for Excellence, Ajibade Favor Akinfemi. The Nupenko Prize, Ajibade Favor Akinfemi. Professor Diran Makinde Memorial Prize, Ajibade Favor Akinfemi. Dr. Liman Roma Prize, Adedigba Sharon Ayobami. Kumasi Prize, Adedigba Sharon Ayobami. Professor D.H. Hill Prize, Adedigba Sharon Ayobami. The United Indomie Scholarship Award, Ajibade Favor Akinfemi. Department of Veterinary Anatomy, Departmental Prize, Okewale Olalekan Tohid. And distinction to Ado Akpoyin Samuel Oluwatimileyin, Okewale Olalekan Tohid, Olowu Babatunde Ibrahim, and Adedayo Imisi Oluwa Oluwadumininu. Department of Veterinary Physiology and Biochemistry, Departmental Prize, Ajibade Favor Akinfemi. Late Chief Albert Oluwole and Mrs. Esther Oyinlola Soetan Prize, Ajibade Favor Akinfemi. Candidates with distinction, Ajibade Favor Akinfemi, Adedayo Imisi Oluwa Oluwadumininu, Adedigba Sharon Ayobami, Adedokun Emmanuel Ifeoluwa, Adeyemi Shamal, Oluwaseyi, Akpoyin Samuel Oluwatimileyin, Moshood Oluwaseun Idowu, Oladiran Ibukunoluwa Deborah, Olugbenga Deborah Temiloluwa, Ajibade Favor Akinfemi, Adeyemi Shamal, Akpoyin Samuel, Okewale Olalekan Tohid, Oladiran Ibukunoluwa Deborah, Soneye Toluwalashe Oluwatimileyin, Thomas Okare Omolewa Omokoime, Olowu Babatunde Ibrahim. Department of Veterinary Pharmacology and Toxicology, Departmental Prize, Okewale Olalekan Tohid. Ruben Arowolo Prize, Okewale Olalekan Tohid. Department of Veterinary Pathology, Departmental Prize, Omole Joshua Egiameje. Professor Bio Ikede Prize, Omole Joshua Egiameje. Distinction, Omole Joshua Egiameje. And Adeyemi Shamar Oluwaseyi, Adeyemi Ojuolape Adeshubomi, Ajibade Favour Akinfemi, and Olowu Babatunde Ibrahim. Department of Veterinary Parasitology and Entomology, Departmental Prize, Ajibade Favour Akinfemi. Department of Veterinary Microbiology, Departmental Prize, Apoyin Samuel Oluwatimleyin, and Adeyemi Ojuolape Adeshubomi. Adedoyin Ajifowokan Memorial Prize, Apoyin Samuel Oluwatimleyin, and Adeyemi Ojuolape Adeshubomi. Professor Oyegbola Awujola Durojaye Prize, Apoyin Samuel Oluwatimleyin. Graduates with distinction, Adedigba Sharon Ayobami, Babalola Oluwafunmibi Deborah, Oladiran Ibukun Oluwa Deborah, Olowu Babatunde Ibrahim, Adeyemi Shamar Oluwaseyi, Oladele Abdulrahid Adedolapo, Adedokun Emmanuel Ifeoluwa, Ajibade Favour Akinfemi, Itakorode Oluwasegun Joseph, Moshood Oluwaseun Idowu, Okewale Olalekan Tohid, Omole Joshua Egbeameje, Shoneye Toluwalase Oluwatimleyin, and Adebayo Imiseoluwa Oluwadumininu. Department of Veterinary Public Health and Preventive Medicine, Departmental Prize, Oladiran Ibukunoluwa Deborah. Professor D.H. Hill Prize, Oladiran Ibukunoluwa Deborah. Professor S.A. Agbede Prize in Wildlife and Aquatic Ecology, Adedayo Imiseoluwa Oluwadumininu. Professor David Omobamidele and Mrs. Bamidele Alonge Prize, Oladiran Ibukunoluwa Deborah. Department of Veterinary Surgery and Radiology, Departmental Prize, Adedigba Sharon Ayobami. Professor D.H. Hill Prize, Adedigba Sharon Ayobami. Department of Pterogenealogy, Departmental Prize, Adedigba Sharon Ayobami. Professor Joseph Ukpe Akpokoje Prize, Adedigba Sharon Ayobami. Department of Veterinary Medicine, Departmental Prize, Babalola Oluwafunmibi Deborah. Olatunde Agbato Prize, Shoneye Toluwalase Oluwatimileyin. Dr. Jibayo Oyebade Prize, Adeyemi Ojuolape Adeshubomi. Olufunmilayo Agbato Prize, Adeyemi Ojuolape Adeshubomi. Mr. Olagoke Oladinini Prize, Babalola Oluwafunmibi Deborah. Professor D.H. Hill Prize, Adedigba Sharon Ayobami. Faculty of Technology, Faculty Prize, Busoye Okpeyemi Matthias and Busoye Tolulope Matthew. The Zonta International Amelia Art Heart Award, Ngwaigwe Kelechi Prudence. Gamale Onosode Scholarship Scheme for Excellence, Dare Marvelous. Engineer Olumuyiwa Alade Ajibola Prize, Ngwaigwe Kelechi Prudence. The United Indomie Scholarship Award, Busoye Okpegbemi Matthias and Busoye Tolulope Matthew. The Nopenko Prize, Busoye Okpegbemi Matthias and Busoye Tolulope Matthew. Dr. Limas Roma Prize, Busoye Okpegbemi Matthias and Busoye Tolulope Matthew. Professor Alabi Prize, Shonibare Michael Shegun. Professor Bamiro Prize, Sunday Olamilekan Okeowo. Late Mrs. Omolabake Asiawu Odetoro Prize, Busoye Okpegbemi Matthias and Busoye Tolulope Matthew. Architect Anthony Mogbonjubola Shuetan Prize, Oseni Latifat Omolara. Department of Agricultural and Environmental Engineering, Departmental Prize, Oladoja Kudus Babatunde. Bewak Limited Prize, Chukwanungo Victor Chukutsom. Department of Civil Engineering, Departmental Prize, Olatunde Tolulokpe Emmanuel. Engineer Chief Eso, Fadamsi Prize in Civil Engineering, Olatunji Tolulokpe Emmanuel. Bankole Muhammad Olalekan Memorial Prize, Olatunji Tolulokpe Emmanuel. Best 300 level students, Dari Marvelous. Engineer Adegoke Olawale Adeyemi Prize, Ojonuba Omatunde Dennis. Engineer Adewale Prize, Anugolu Timothy Adindu. Late Chief Zacchaeus Adewumi Adeyemi Prize, Amo Aishat. Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering, Departmental Prize, Busoye Okpegbemi Matthias and Busoye Tolulope Matthew. Department of Food Technology, Departmental Prize, Ogunleye Christiana Oluwabukolami. Freshland Kampa Wamco Nigeria PLC Prize, Ogunleye Christiana Oluwabukolami. Department of Industrial and Production Engineering, Departmental Prize, Oseni Latifat Omolara. Professor D. Ehige Osifo Prize, Oseni Latifat Omolara. Engineer R. Olafalodun Prize, Oseni Latifat Omolara. Department of Mechanical Engineering, Departmental Prize, Shaib Moses Oyarigba. Late Mrs. Omolabake Ashawu Adetoro Prize, Shaib Moses Oyarigba. Victor Atta Prize for Excellence, Gbadebo Fikayo Samuel. Department of Petroleum Engineering, Departmental Prize, Balogun Abdulmumin Abiodun. Professor G.K. Falade Merit Award in Petroleum Engineering, Eteng Silas Stephen, Olasunkanmi Mubarak Ayinde, and Balogun Abdurrahim, so Abdulmumin Abiodun. Messrs. L.A. Banjoko and Co. Limited Prize in Petroleum Engineering, Erazua Oserugugume Delight. Petroleum Technology Development Fund, PTDF Prize, Balogun Abdulmumin Abiodun, Olasunkanmi Mubarak Ayinde, Eteng Silas Stephen, and Erazua Osegugume Delight. Petroleum Technology Scholarship, Balogun Abdulmumin Abiodun. UI Waves Charity Association Prize, Balogun Abdulmumin Abiodun. Dr. Diran Fawibe Merit Award, Famoriyo Anoluwapo Okpeyemi and Lawal Victor Olaoluwa. Department of Woods Products Engineering, Departmental Prize, Ojo Ayomide Phillips. Faculty of Law, Faculty Prize, Fagbemi Favor Damilola. Professor Oluwayemisi Bangboshi SAN Prize, Ononuju Anastasia Ginikachukwu. Gamaliel Onosode Scholarship for Overall Best Student in Year 3, Fagbemi Favor Damilola. Oluwatosin Phillips Famakinwa Annual Prize, Bello Olamide Omolara. Professor C.S. Ola Prize in Company Law and Taxation, Adeleye Oreoluwa Boluwatife. Colonel Joanna Madaki Prize in Environmental Law, Babalola Okpeyemi Caroline. The Honorable Justice Kayode Esho Annual Prize in Jurisprudence and Legal Theory, Collins Inya Havila Supuruku. Prince Bola Ajibola Prize in Labor Law, Babalola Okpeyemi Caroline, and Collins Inya Havila Supuruchuku. The United Indomie Scholarship Award, Fagbemi Favor Damilola. Justice Muhammad Bello Prize, Fagbemi Favor, Damilola. Oshoke Andrew Malik Prize, Ilegbusi, Timothy, Omobolade. OCJ Okosha Prize, Fagbemi Favor, Damilola. Are Afebabalola Prize, Fagbemi Favor, Damilola. The Honorable Mr. Justice J.O. Ogunbiyi Prize in Jurisprudence, Collins Inya Havila, Sopuru Chukwu. Chief Mrs. Fobe Chiadi Ajayi Obe Prize in Law, Fagbemi Favor, Damilola. Chief Wale Olanipekun SAN Prize in Nigerian Land Law, Adeleke Rashidat Adedoyin. The Nupenko Prize, Fagbemi Favor, Damilola. Professor John Ademola Yakubu Annual Prize in Conflicts of Law, Folaranmi Grace Oluwalayole. Prince Dr. George I. Emiko Prize, Bello Olamide Omolara. Gamaliel Onosode Scholarship Scheme for Excellence, Fagbemi Favor, Damilola. Chief Folake Solanke SAN Prize for the Best Student in Constitutional Law, Adeleye Oreoluwa Boluwatife. Oluwatosin Phillips Famakinwa Prize for the Best Student in Company Law, Bello Olamide Omolara. Department of Commercial Law, Departmental Prize, Fagbemi Favor, Damilola. Department of Jurisprudence and International Law, Departmental Prize, Collins Inya Havila, Supuru Shuku. Department of Private and Property Law, Departmental Prize, Iwube Odanibe Roslyn. Department of Public Law, Departmental Prize, Fagbemi Favor, Damilola. Faculty of Economics and Management Sciences, Departmental Prize, Sadiq Miracle Ololade. Gamaliel Onosode Prize in Developmental Economics, Adeshina Rebecca Omolola. Oyetunji Aboyade Memorial Prize, Sadiq Miracle Ololade. Cooper and Libran Prize in the Department of Economics, Shodipo Alimat Abisola. Cooper and Libran Scholarship, Sadiq Miracle Ololade. Aboyade Undergraduate Prize in Economics, Sadiq Miracle Ololade. The UAC Prize, Sadiq Miracle Ololade. Professor F.S. Idashaba, Trust Fund for Academic Excellence, Sadiq Miracle Ololade. Mbasa Students Association 2002-2003 SLDP Prize, Sadiq Miracle Ololade. ZAT Scholarship Award in Economics Department, 100 level, Adeyemi Oyindamola Isaac. 200 level, Oladejo Samuel Ifeoluwa. 300 level, Ojo Esther Oluwa Seun. And Olatunji Taiwo Oluwafemi. 400 level, Sadiq Miracle Ololade. Etisalat Merit Awards, Sadiq Miracle Ololade. Sir James Robertson Prize in Economics, Sadiq Miracle Ololade. The Clement Isong Prize in Economics, Sadiq Miracle Ololade. Professor T. Ademola Oyejide Prize, Nelson Emen Feikemi. The Isaac Dina Memorial Prize in Economics and Political Sciences, Bamidele Victoria Omotola. Adesoye Windapo Annual Prize, Sadiq Miracle Ololade. Dr. Didon Fawibe Prize, Sadiq Miracle Ololade. Late Abdulateef Babatunde Ajao Prize, Sadiq Miracle Ololade. Femi and Dupe Kayode Foundation Prize, Abiodun Mojisola Success. Professor Owodunni and Adefunke Teriba Prize, Sadiq Miracle Ololade. Professor Owodunni Teriba Prize, Adeshina Rebecca Omolara. MBA Class of 2009-2010 Prize, Sadiq Miracle Ololade. Class of UI Economics 88, Adeyinka Olabimpe Dorcas. Madam Dorcas Badegbe Ajayi, annual prize, Sodiq Miracle Ololade. Are Afe Babalola prize, Sodiq Miracle Ololade. Dr. Diran Fawibe Merit Award, Adeyinka Olabimpe Dorcas. Faculty of Renewable Natural Resources. Faculty prize, Adebayo Iyanoluwa Taiwo. Gamaliel Onosode Scholarship, Afuye Precious Akinwale. University of Ibadan, class of 1987 annual prize in Agric and Renewable Natural Resources, Adebayo Iyanoluwa Taiwo. Gamaliel Onosode Scholarship Scheme for Excellence, Okunlola Ayomide Ezekiel. Professor Olabode Lucas Prize, Fasan Goodness Oluwabusayomi. The Dr. Liman Siroma Prize, Fasan Goodness Oluwabusayomi. The Nupenko Prize, Adebayo Iyanoluwa Taiwo. The United Indomie Scholarship Award, Adebayo Iyanoluwa Taiwo. Professor Aro Adegboye Prize, Fasan Goodness Oluwabusayomi. Raymond Zad Annual Scholarship Award, Adebayo Iyanoluwa Taiwo. Adeniyi Esther Adedoyin. Jokanla Samuel Adewale. Ademoyegun Adetomiwa Ayomide. Ọ̀túnba Bámidélé Fọlọ́runṣọ́ Dada Foundation, Adebayo Iyanoluwa Taiwo, Fasan Goodness Oluwabusayomi, Hannah Oluwapelumi, and Michelle Titilayo Olasunbo. Department of Agriculture and Fishery Management. Departmental Prize, Iyanoluwa Taiwo Adebayo. ZAD Scholarship, Iyanoluwa Taiwo Adebayo. Ọ̀túnba Bámidélé Foundation Endowment Fund, Iyanoluwa Taiwo Adebayo. Ọ̀túnba Bámidélé Foundation Endowment to Bukola Peter Olajide. Department of Forest Production and Products. Departmental Prize, Adetomiwa Ayomide Ademoyegun. Mr. OK Shokunbi Prize in Silviculture, Olowolagba Daniel Oluwaseun. The Lorry Prize, Olowolagba Daniel Oluwaseun. The Chicks Prize, Ademoyegun Adetomiwa Ayomide. Professor D.U.U. Okali Prize in Forest Ecology, Ademoyegun Adetomiwa Ayomide. Professor Elsin Woboshi Prize in Silviculture, Olowolagba Daniel Oluwaseun. The Commonwealth Forestry Bureau Prize, Ademoyegun Adetomiwa Ayomide. ZAD Scholarship, Ademoyegun Adetomiwa Ayomide. Professor Eso Badejo Personal Alumnus Award, Ademoyegun Adetomiwa Ayomide. Professor Eso Badejo Personal Alumnus Award 2, Ademoyegun Adetomiwa Ayomide. Mr. OK Shokunbi Prize in Forestry, Fasan Goodness Oluwabusayomi. Department of Social and Environmental Forestry. Departmental Prize, Samuel Adewale Jokanla. Professor Enabos Prize in Forest Economics, Salaudeen Zainab Alaba. Mr. OK Shokunbi Prize in Forestry, Oyebanji Israel Babajide. Professor S.K. Adeyoju Prize in Forestry Policy, Law and Administration, Jokanla Adewale Samuel. The Commonwealth Forestry Bureau Prize, Jokanla Adewale Samuel. The ZAD Scholarship, Jokanla Adewale Samuel. Professor Eso Badejo Personal Alumnus Award, Jokanla Adewale Samuel. Professor Eso Badejo Personal Alumnus Award, Olugbami Israel Oladipupo. Now this one is a special one because this is the first time we are awarding this prize. It is the late Emeritus Professor Samuel Kolade Adeyoju Prize, endowed with 2 million naira and 200,000 naira award to the best final year graduating student in social and environmental forestry and forest products. And it goes to Jokan Samuel Adewale. Department of Wildlife and Ecotourism Management. Departmental Prize, Adeniyi Esther Adedoyin. Desert Scholarship, Adeniyi Esther Adedoyin. Dr. Abimbola Adetoro Memorial Prize, Afolabi Oluwaferanmi Esther. Late Dr. Mrs. Abimbola Omoyeni Adetoro Prize, Adeniyi Esther Adedoyin. And last but not the least, Comfort Okoli Renewable Natural Resources Research Scholarship to Ogungbemi Hannah Oluwapelumi. Congratulations. These award winners are expected to visit the Office of the Deputy Registrar, Exam Records and Data Processing Division. And from there, they will proceed to the bursary to claim their awards. Thank you. Chancellor, I now invite Dr. Favor Ajibade of the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine to give a valedictorian speech on behalf of his colleagues. Dr. Ajibade.
The Vice Chancellor, the Deputy Vice Chancellor Administration, the Deputy Vice Chancellor Academic, the Deputy Vice Chancellor Research, Innovation and Strategic Partnership, the Registrar, the Deputy Registrar, other Principal Officers of the University, the Provost of the College of Medicine, the Provost of the Postgraduate College, the Dean of the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine and Deans of other faculties, Directors, the Commencement Speaker, respected lecturers and members of staff, proud parents and guardians, and most importantly, my fellow graduates. Good morning. Before I proceed, I would like to thank God Almighty for making this day possible. Before I say another word, I must express my profound gratitude to our lecturers, mentors. We thank you for that rigor. You are the architect of the UI standard. You challenged us, pushed us, and molded us into the problem solver that we are today. You taught us how to think and how to analyze. And to all the members of the non-academic staff, the unseen engine who facilitated our entire experience, we are very grateful. And now to our parents, guardians and family, this day belongs to you as much as it belongs to us. We are here today because you were there for us every other day. I want to thank my parents, Mr. and Mrs. Ajibade. As one of the 6 children, I had a front row seat to what unending sacrifice looks like. To all parents and guardians whose support has made this possible. You are the invisible partner who earned this degree with us. You carried the financial and emotional weight of every semester, every exam and every TDB. We thank you and we hope that today we have made you very, very proud. I'm addressing you today from thousands of miles away at the University of Vermont in the United States. But though I am here, my heart is right there with you in Ibadan, in the great hall of the International Conference Center, beating with that same mix of joy, relief and pride that I know we all feel. I am also grateful to the entire University of Ibadan community for the past 4 to 7 years of our study. Although I am a graduate of the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine, I am not here to speak solely to you as a veterinarian. I am here to speak with you as one of you, a proud graduate of the University of Ibadan. There is a reason the saying, if you can survive in UI, you can survive anywhere in the world, is spoken like a badge of honor on the campus. It is not an exaggeration, and I tell you, it is a promise. And today, fellow graduates, we are the living proof. We are the proof that we learn the language. We knew that MTN was just a warm-up and TDB was the main event, a complete survival strategy. We saw our lecture theatre transform into 24/7 reading rooms on weekend, and our colleagues find reading spots in place that defies logic, a quiet staircase, a faculty car park, and even on the road. We all shared that fire, but we each faced our final boss. In my faculty, the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine, we had what is called the Almighty Exam, a formidable exam that combined 3 semesters of course material from different phases and clinical sessions. That was our own mountain. I know the law students here today had their own mountain in the form of the sheer weight of mastering thousands of case law. The technology students here today had theirs in mastering the fundamental and complex principles of engineering, design and system. The economists here had theirs in thesis defense that left no number unscrutinized. And the agriculture and renewable natural resources students had theirs in mastering the vast practical science of our food, our environment and our future. Different mountains, different faculties, but the same UI standard. The same lesson in resilience. That rigor, I tell you, wasn't to punish us. It was to forge us. But this rigor also presents us with a profound responsibility and personal challenge. I will share a quick story. When I first gained admission, I was unsure whether veterinary medicine is the right path for me. I considered leaving the program for MBBS because of the way veterinary medicine is seen in Nigeria. I was faced with my first big problem, not just what to study, but who to be. I had to be definite about what I wanted. I realized human practice was not the way for me. I pushed through, determined to make the best out of where I found myself. And I tell you, this determination changed my life. It led me to discover a passion for research, and it has led me to 2 internships in the United States during my undergraduate studies, ultimately culminating in my PhD. The lesson is this: your success in life is not just about finding the perfect path. It is about your determination to make your chosen path the best it can be. And this is what UI gives us. It gives us more than just a degree. It builds our character. It gives us discipline. It gives us focus. And it teaches us to be problem solvers. For the last 4 or 7 years, we have been in different classes, learning the various language of problem solving. We have lawyers here who will use case law to address injustice. We have engineers here who also utilize system to eliminate inefficiency. Agriculturists who will apply crop science to alleviate hunger. Economists who will use models to combat poverty. And social theorists who will tackle our societal issue. And we in veterinary medicine learn the language of animal and public health. UI was not just teaching us different subjects, it was teaching us all one thing: how to be problem solvers. Our nation and the world we are in today is in desperate need of our skill. Finally, to my fellow graduates, my journey to PhD has taught me one thing: our first and best education is a foundation that can compete anywhere around the world. Our competition, and most importantly, our opportunities, are global in scope. We are not just competing for jobs in Lagos and Abuja, we are ready to stand shoulder to shoulder with graduates all over the world. And this is not a threat, it is an invitation. It is an invitation to think bigger. This global mindset requires a new commitment from us, a commitment to constant innovation. The degree we receive here today is not the final destination, but it is our license to think bigger and act bolder. Our field are transforming lives every day. We must be that generation that channels our rigor and discipline that we acquired from UI into mastering new technologies, reimagining systems, and building new solutions from ground up. Our goal is to solve our nation's problem and then export those homegrown solutions to the world. And as we do this, I want you to remember this, which is the fundamental truth thought here. You are the quality. As it is often said, if it is from UI, it must as of necessity be of outstanding quality. Fellow graduates, today, this is no longer just a motto. It is a responsibility. It is a standard that we must uphold. It is a promise that we must keep. So let this be our charge. Let us be a class that dream big. But more importantly, let us be a class that has the discipline and the effort to match those dreams. Let us not just strive for success, but for excellence. Let us be determined to break new ground. Fellow graduates, we are now alumni of the first and best university in Nigeria. This is a privilege, but it is not a prize. It is a profound responsibility. It is easy, perhaps too easy, to look at the challenge our nation faces and to criticize from the sideline. However, I tell you, UI did not train us to be critics. It taught us to be problem solvers. We are the one who must now build the Nigeria we want to live in. We are the one who must uphold the standard of our alma mater that we are proud of today. And this is our charge. Let us not be the generation that just point out what is broken. Let us be the generation that dares to make a difference. As Michelle Obama said, you may not always have a comfortable life, and you will not always be able to solve all of the world problems at once. But don't even underestimate the importance of what you can have, because history has shown that courage can be contagious and hope can take on a life on its own. Now, our challenge moves from the classroom to the world. It is a world that is waiting to test the resilience, discipline, and commitment that UI has forged in us. This is where your determination truly begins. In that moment, your rigor will not just make you smart, it must make you brave. This is where your determination becomes your greatest asset. Resilience is not just about surviving the almighty exam. It's about facing a setback, a failure, or a no, and having the character to get back up and push through. So let this be our final chance to one another. When you feel that doubt, be brave enough to face the problem. When you have a vision or a plan, be determined enough to see it to completion. And when you are the only person in the room who sees what is wrong, be brave enough to speak up. And when it is easier to stay silent than to do what is right, be humble enough to lead with good character and integrity. And now, let us go from this place and serve our nation and our world with good character and integrity. And in doing so, let us not forget the place that built us. Let us be the generation that gives back to the University of Ibadan, so that students who comes after us will have the same or even greater opportunity. Long live the University of Ibadan. Long live Nigeria. Thank you. I am Dr. Favour Ajibade.
Vice Chancellor, sir, may I inform this convocation that Dr. Favour Ajibade is currently a doctoral student in the United States. We tried to bring him here physically, but it was not possible. Thank God for technology. And I'd like to also announce that his parents are seated in the audience. Can you please rise for recognition, please? Congratulations. Please take your seat. I'd like also to inform Convocation that there's a printer's devil and the Convocation brochure on page 258. That page is blank. We promise to republish this as errata in our next order of proceedings. I now invite the Chancellor to declare the congregation closed.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I now declare this congregation closed.
Please rise for the university and national anthems.
Let's
Please allow the procession to leave the hall first. The procession is leaving the hall in reverse order, with the mace bearer leading the Vice Chancellor, other principal officers of the university. Please allow the procession to leave the hall first. And then this is a notice to all graduates, their parents, friends, and well-wishers. Everyone is expected to leave the premises of this International Conference Center immediately the ceremony is over. Please, there should be no entertainment anywhere on these premises. Please go to the campus for your entertainment, please. And the side doors will be opened immediately after. Take one of the side doors. Don't crowd the lobby, please. Allow the procession to leave the hall first. Please go to the main campus for your entertainment. Don't do any entertainment on the premises of this International Conference Center, please. Congratulations, I wish you all the best.